Can you imagine a world where artificial intelligence and automation have taken over many jobs we know today? What becomes of millions of people who can't find work? These aren't just lines from a dystopian novel. They represent a tangible concern that thought leaders across the globe are grappling with as we stand on the precipice of a new epoch in employment. We are witnessing an era where technology is evolving at an unprecedented pace, making the prospect of large-scale job loss a daunting reality. As we delve deeper, it's projected that nearly half of all existing jobs could potentially be automated with currently available technology. This prediction provides a sobering image of the future, raising questions about the place of the human workforce in this rapidly changing landscape. How do we address this increasing uncertainty? That's where the concept of universal basic income, often as UBI, becomes a central piece of the conversation. UBI? A model of Social Security that guarantees a regular, unconditional amount of money to all citizens, is posited as a possible solution to this impending crisis. It's essential to note that this idea isn't a recent development. In fact, it has been considered, debated, and reevaluated for centuries by economists, social thinkers, and politicians alike. But as we stand in the face of potential mass unemployment brought about by the relentless march of automation and AI, the UBI concept gains an unprecedented level of pertinence. Could UBI function as a safety mechanism in this monumental market transition? Could it provide a much-needed safety net for those who find themselves jobless due to these seemingly unstoppable factors? These are complex, multifaceted questions that don't lend to simple one-size-fits-all solutions. However, as we peer into the uncertain future, we have no choice but to contemplate these difficult predicaments. The future of work isn't strictly a matter of technological developments or financial models, but fundamentally about people. We must prioritize ensuring that every individual has the opportunity to partake in the economy, lead fulfilling lives, and enjoy the fruits of technological progress. Could a guaranteed income for all citizens be the answer? Let's explore. The concept of UBI isn't new. It has been around for centuries, and many great thinkers have endorsed it. The UBI's genesis traces back to the 16th century. This is when the renowned philosopher Sir Thomas More proposed an idea. He envisioned a society where every individual would receive a certain amount of funds to cover their basic necessities. An idea strikingly similar to what we now know as universal basic income, or UBI. By the 18th century, this idea had evolved, and we saw another prominent figure, Thomas Paine, stepping forward with a similar proposal. He advocated for a system where every citizen would receive a one-time payment when they turned 21. Furthermore, they'd receive yearly payouts after they reached the age of 50. This was another stepping stone towards the concept that we today recognize as UBI. In the 20th century, the idea of a guaranteed income to combat poverty gained popularity, thanks to the efforts of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He believed that every human being should have a decent standard of living and advocated for a guaranteed income to ensure this. His endorsement gave a significant push to the UBI movement. In recent years, we've seen the concept of UBI move from philosophical discussions to actual policy proposals and pilot programs. Stockton, California, for instance, launched a UBI pilot program, providing a monthly amount of $500 to a selected group of residents. This step led to visible improvements in the quality of life of the recipients and also led to an increase in job opportunities. Finland followed suit with its own UBI experiment. This program provided a monthly stipend of €560 to 2,000 unemployed individuals. The impact was positive, with recipients reporting sense of financial well-being and a greater trust in social institutions. These pilot programs have sparked a worldwide interest in UBI, leading to more research and debates around its feasibility. However, UBI isn't without its critics. It's a complex concept with several hurdles to its implementation. From Thomas Paine to Martin Luther King Jr., the idea of a basic income for everyone has long been a topic of debate. As we venture further into the future, the concept of UBI continues to evolve, igniting discussions on securing a fair and equitable society. UBI isn't a one-size-fits-all model. Different models exist, each with its unique features and potential benefits. Universal basic income models come in various forms, each with its unique blend of payment amount, eligibility criteria, and funding mechanisms. Some advocate for a modest sum enough to cover basic living needs. Others propose a more generous amount for a comfortable lifestyle. Eligibility criteria can differ as well. Some models suggest a universal approach where all citizens receive the income, while others recommend a means-tested approach for those most in need. Funding mechanisms for UBI also differ, with proposals ranging from wealth tax to carbon tax. Now let's talk about the potential benefits of UBI. A significant advantage is poverty reduction. UBI could potentially lift numerous individuals out of poverty and reduce income inequality, providing everyone with a basic income level. This could narrow the gap between the rich and the poor. Economic security is another advantage. With a guaranteed income, people could pursue education, start businesses, or engage more freely in the economy without the fear of financial collapse. This could enhance growth and employment. UBI could simplify social safety net programs by replacing them with a single, streamlined payment, reducing administrative costs, making the system more efficient. Lastly, UBI could improve mental and physical health by reducing stress levels and enabling better access to quality food and healthcare. The potential benefits of UBI far-reaching, from poverty reduction to increased economic security. As we delve deeper into UBI, remember that these models and benefits are few of the many possibilities. UBI's landscape is as dynamic as a kaleidoscope, altering with each turn. Despite its potential benefits, implementing UBI isn't without its challenges. It brings with it a few significant hurdles that merit serious thought. First comes the financial burden of UBI. To ensure every citizen a guaranteed income, countries would need huge funds. It has been suggested that these may be generated through tax hikes or redirected spending. However, these actions could trigger their own effects, like pressing an already taxed citizenry or igniting a backlash from areas experiencing reduced funding. Moreover, we can't ignore the notion that UBI might discourage work. If people receive a basic income even without working, some fear a workforce reduction. Critics voice concerns that individuals may opt out of work if they can survive comfortably without it. But UBI advocates believe it would grant people the liberty to chase purposeful work, sans the persistent fear of financial insecurity. Another issue is the potential for inflation. With everyone having more money to spend, the prices for goods and services could rise, possibly offsetting UBI's intended benefits. The economy is a careful balancing act, and an unexpected flood of money could unsettle it. The public perception and implementation challenges can't be overlooked. Instituting UBI would demand a comprehensive overhaul of the current welfare systems. It's a shift that could face opposition from those who question its efficacy or worry about its consequences. To sum up, implementing UBI is a complex task that requires careful consideration of its potential impacts. It's not merely about delivering a basic income to all, but also about managing the economic, social, and political implications that follow. While deliberating UBI, it's crucial to balance these challenges against its potential benefits. The UBI isn't just a concept, it's being tested globally, producing mixed results. In Finland, a pilot program highlighted improved well-being, while Kenya saw increased business activity and less poverty. Canada's prematurely cancelled program showed signs of reducing financial stress and boosting mental health. The UK considers UBI to counter job automation. In America, opinions vary, with some viewing UBI as a solution to income inequality and others deeming it impractical. Automation is growing and job loss is a genuine worry. In this scenario, the significance of UBI as a safety net becomes more relevant. Looking ahead, UBI could be fundamental in creating a secure and fair society.